So, yeah, I gotta be honest, this article just hits different. Danagella lays it out. Going indie sounds like the dream, and it is sometimes. The quiet mornings, nobody pinging you for a meeting, just you and your app, and that feeling that maybe today you'll ship something that's really yours. And I don't know, that's still the dream, right? Even now, when the tooling's wild and we're all building out our own little agent armies with Claude, Notion, Cursor, you name it. But here's the thing nobody tells you, it's a weird, lonely, sometimes really messy ride. This article just nails that. And honestly, I see so much of my own solo dev life in what Danahila describes, especially now in 2026 when the indie label means you're half developer, half team lead for a pile of AI agents who don't actually care if you burn out or get stuck. So, just real quick, I'm Daniel. I've been living in the iOS trenches for over 8 years. Started out freelancing, working with clients, bouncing between all sorts of projects. But after Dub 25, I went all in on solo dev life. Since then, I've crafted over 10 of my own apps, building a solo app studio. Long-term thinking, started building everything in public, and honestly, right now, pretty much all my energy goes into making this solo studio into something that lasts, not just another round of quick MVPs or AI slop, the kind of apps that actually scale up. That's the goal. And yeah, I'm sharing every bit of that on crafterslab. It isn't just another tutorial site or some AI clone farm. This is my actual home base. It's for solo devs who want to use AI like a real teammate, not like a vending machine. If you're serious about leveling up, building with care, and making apps that actually last, you'll feel right at home. And yeah, if you're still on Patreon, massive thanks. But heads up, everything's have moved over to crafterslab.dev. That's where it's all happening now. So come be part of the crew. Would love to have you building with us. First up, let's talk about that solo part. Back in the day, you went indie and it was just you, your ideas, your code, your late night, oh, what am I doing with my life? And sure, now you can spin up a dozen agents, have Claude draft your docs, Cursor refactor your project, Notion track every bug, but here's the real talk. None of these tools are actual teammates. The work still comes down to you making the call. When you hit a wall, there's no, hey, can I run this by you? In the lunchroom, there's just you, a pile of draft responses, maybe a Discord DM, and a blinking cursor. And honestly, I've felt it. You can wire up all the automations you want, but that moment when you need a gut check or just someone to say, yeah, you're not crazy, this is hard, the AI can't fill that gap. At best, you get a vibe check from the Discord. So if you're here thinking, why do I still feel stuck even with all these fancy tools? Yeah, same. The solo part's still solo. All right, the next thing Danny Yella nails, and this just gets amplified by AI, is the whole total freedom trap. You ever notice the more tools you add, the harder it gets to actually pick a lane? When you're the only one steering and now your AI can write code, plan features, generate docs, ship tests, there's this constant pressure to do all the things all the time. Danagella's point about the hardest part being what to work on, not just the work itself, man, that is so real. And in 2026, the paralysis is even worse. Claude can suggest 10 ways to fix a bug. Cursor can scaffold 5 feature branches by lunch. You want to automate everything, but nobody's there to say, hey, this one's actually worth your time. So you end up chasing whatever's shiny, bouncing between prompts, half finishing features, and feeling weirdly more burned out than when you did it all by hand. Honestly, this is where having your own rules.md or vision board actually helps. Something you can shove in the agent's face and say, hey, this is what matters today. Because left to its own devices, the agent will just keep you busy forever. And you'll look up at the end of the week and wonder what actually moved. So, yeah, having more tools doesn't magically make priorities easier. It just makes focus non-negotiable. And finally, Danagella's big theme, the work never stops. That indie feeling of, I could always do more, that's basically the default now. You close your laptop, but your head is still running workflows, dreaming up features, worrying about bills. Even with all the automations and quiet hours, Solo indie work means your brain never fully clocks out. There's always another migration, another edge case, another Slack ping you could answer. Now add AI into the mix, and the temptation to just fix one more thing is even stronger. The agent doesn't sleep, it's always ready to generate a plan or nudge you into that just one more ticket spiral. Danijela talks about the burden, how when you're indie, you never feel truly done. You never get that office off switch. And honestly, the only thing why I've found that helps is getting really strict about boundaries. If you don't build some kind of closing ritual, update your rules.md, leave a summary note, unplug for a bit, these tools will just keep dragging you back in. I wish I could say it gets easier, but really it just gets more necessary to check in with yourself and maybe actually log off sometimes because the burnout's real. The tools are cool, but the grind is still the grind. So, yeah, if you're still hanging out here, seriously, you're kind of a legend. Not gonna lie, sometimes I feel like the tools have changed. Claude Code, Cursor, Notion AI, you name it, they're running all the background noise now. But the real hard stuff, still here, still us, still late nights, too much coffee, that weird moment at 2 a.m. where you wonder if anyone else is even doing this, or if you're just inventing new ways to struggle. And look, if you're honestly kind of tired of bouncing from tool to tool, burning through tokens, or just feeling stuck in that agent roulette spiral, like, is this just how it is now? Maybe it's time to try something different, or at least dig a little deeper into how you build, not just what you're building. And yeah, check out crafterslab.dev. It's not just some tutorial dump. It's not another AI clone farm. It's honestly my home base. I built it for solo devs who treat AI like a real teammate, not just a button you smash when you're stuck. And, it's packed. You get full walkthroughs, like actual short video tutorials, notes from the trenches, and yeah, straight up downloadable zips you can drop right into your project. The real magic is in the crew. Members get to actually riff in the comments, ask follow-ups, go back and forth, and yeah, that's just the start, because the real core is the Notion team spaces, my live playbook, the real command center, all the dashboards for every app, agentready.md files, every weird prompt library, all the exact systems I use to keep my solo workflow moving with AI. There's a full curated Swift and Swift UI library in there too, not just random files, but the actual stuff I use to fine tune models and build out my own custom MCPs for Claude Code, for Cursor, all of it. If you want to get your hands on the resources I actually rely on day to day, it's all sitting there, not just for watching, but for remixing into your own stack. And then, of course, there's Ops Lab. That's honestly my favorite part. It's where I build and share all my AI agent systems, Notion templates, the workflows, automations, all wired up and ready for you to copy, tweak, totally break, and make your own. The whole point is to keep the indie stack connected so you don't feel like you're building in a silo, even if you're solo at the keyboard. So, yeah, if you want to get in before it gets busy and prices start moving, now's kind of the sweet spot. The crew's still small, super hands-on, and honestly, it feels way more like a behind-the-scenes dev lounge than some giant faceless forum. Would love to see you in there, swap some stories, maybe even learn something from what you're building next. All right, that's it for me. Keep crafting, keep shipping. Peace.